This is part 3 and 4 of the abandoned Saintess's vow to deny the prince's love in her next life. You can find the first 2 parts in the pinned comment and description. Now back to the story. Next scene, Mjana thought, so she is the Saintess of dreams. In this world, there are Saintesses in each country who can use special powers. The source of this power and its ability vary from country to country. In my case, in the kingdom of Joanka, I use the power of love as the source of my healing ability. The Saintess of Cornelia transmits her own holy energy to others, using the power of dreams as her source. Transmitting this holy energy to a plant will help in promoting its growth. If transmitted to a person, that person will gain vitality in both body and soul. Nobles shouted, as expected of the greatest Saintess of dreams who has ever lived, you have the most wonderful dreams of anyone, so your power is stronger than everyone else's. Kiddo spoke, this kingdom and its people are the ones who give me such dreams. I give thanks to the great Cornelia. Mjana said, she is so powerful and yet modest, she really cares about this country and its people. The king replied, yes, Kiddo is quite promising. Irving said, it is rare to hear you praising a saint. The king explained, that is because she is in an entirely different league than the others. The Saintess of Dreams possesses and grounds a great amount of holy energy in proportion to the size of the dreams and hopes she holds. Look at the pendant around her neck. The berries on the pendant turn red depending on the power of the Saintess, but I have never seen such a vivid red before on anyone. Kiddo's desire for peace and prosperity in this country is stronger than anyone else's, and she is being nothing but faithful in her service. She is the pride of our kingdom. To her, compared to her, well, she is going to be an active player in diplomacy in the future, and unlike someone, she is unbelievably attractive. Mjana asked, don't you think you've had a little too much to drink? The king replied, I have barely begun to drink. Irving asked, how about you and I get some air and talk? The king replied, okay. Mjana thought, Irving, I wonder if he is trying to keep Kamal and Rasha apart. Maybe he wanted to get away from me because I smacked his hand earlier. Rasha spoke, I apologize for making you two feel uncomfortable, however, he is always like that, please don't worry yourself with it. Mjana thought, I heard that Rasha gave that handkerchief to Kamal as a gift. The embroidery contains the legendary bird of Cornelia. A symbol of wanting to spend the rest of your life with your one and only partner. Is the Kamal that received that handkerchief no longer here? She said, I know what you are going through. Rasha replied, you could not. Are not you and Prince Irving getting along fine? Mjana asked, does it look like we are? She thought, I know how she feels, yet I don't quite know what to say, for I do not yet know the words to soothe such grief. On the other hand, Irving said, I don't think you should be comparing the Saintess to your queen. The burdens that they bear are not one and the same. The king replied, I was wondering what you wanted to talk about. A lecture. I am glad your country has had the custom of making their Saintess their queens. Irving asked, did you not love Lady Rasha from the bottom of your heart? The king replied, I can't recall. After some time, Mjana thought, in the end, I was not able to console Rasha all that much. I wonder what Irving spoke to Kamal about. Suddenly she looked from the window. She thought, that is, no way, it can't be, Kamal and Kiddo. Mjana continued thinking. Rasha told her that, from about 6 months ago, he has been having his way with other women. Is it possible that Rasha already knows about those two? After that, Mjana asked, I wonder what happened to make the king change the way he did. Irving replied, it is not an easy thing to go on loving someone. Sometimes things don't work out, it is just that. Mjana asked, what do you mean? It is not an easy thing. Are you saying that just because it is difficult, it is okay to go around betraying and hurting people? She thought, just like he did that time. Irving said, I only wanted to say that sometimes these things happen. You looked so frightened of me today. Even at the banquet. I will sleep on the sofa. You should take the bed. Mjana thought, there was a time that I hated the Irving who betrayed me, but right now, I am just scared of it happening again. If he does betray me again, I don't think I will be able to come back from it. Irving remembered the king asking, so Mjana has been your Saintess 3 years in a row. She makes quite the excellent Saintess. No wonder you wish to have her as your queen. Irving replied, none of that matters. I don't care if she is the Saintess or not. I am taken in by her for who she is. The next morning at the breakfast table, the king asked, did you make good use of your room? Irving replied, yes, it is a lovely room. The king continued, I see, it was worth getting a bed that can withstand intense lovemaking. So, how was it? getting to bed with Mjana here in Cornelia. Rasha intervened, isn't that a bit rude? The king asked, what do you mean, rude? Rasha replied, I mean, I am fine with it, but such talk toward an honored guest, one of royalty. The king shouted, who do you think you are talking to, you wretched woman? Mjana asked, Lady Rasha, are you hurt? Irving said, King, calm yourself. The king stated, I can't take it any longer, you and I are through. Rasha was shocked. Then she started crying. Mjana shouted, King, isn't that a little too much? Irving also asked, what in the world has gotten into you? You are not the Kamal I know. The king stated, until now, I have done nothing but put up with it all. I am the king of Cornelia. I don't have time to worry about useless people who have yet to succeed to the throne. Suddenly, the king felt a pain. Irving asked, what is wrong? Mjana thought, his snake tattoo. It is strange for a tattoo to glow. Something must be up with it, maybe I can do something. After using her divine power, she thought, it is obvious that his expression changed. Irving asked, what did you do? Mjana replied, I thought that maybe the king's change of heart was because of that tattoo of his. The king spoke, I am sorry, I was not myself, I don't know why I said such a thing. You are the only one whom I love, and I don't want us to get divorced. Suddenly, Saintess Kiddo came and asked, didn't you tell me that you were not in love with Lady Rasha anymore, and that you wanted to hurry up and end things with her? Was it all a lie when you told me that you love me? Kiddo continued, you told me you were going to make me your new wife. Irving asked, you should not look as if you were betrayed, should you? Like, you must have known the king and Lady Rasha were betrothed. If you had been logical about it, shouldn't you have turned him down? The king spoke, I am sorry, I, myself, don't know why I said such a thing. Kiddo asked, you don't know, surely you remember saying it. No, saying your personality changed, because of the appearance of a snake tattoo is too convenient of an excuse. Mjana asked, appearance, you mean, he did not get it done himself? Kiddo replied, I didn't see him get it done, so I just said it that way. Anyway, I truly love you, I am such a fool for trusting you. The next moment, the king said, Rasha, I am truly sorry, I don't know why I did what I did, but it is true that I was unfaithful to you. There is no excuse for my actions, but I beg for your forgiveness. Even now, you are the only one I love. Rasha stated, after all you have done, you think you will be forgiven with such a simple apology. You first need to take a long look at what you did. After that, Rasha spoke, you know, he has treated me so badly these past 6 months. He is a real pain in my side. Mjana said, I think you have every right to be angry. She thought, having someone you trust love another woman, compare you to her, and swear at you, even if he apologizes and says he didn't mean it, it won't undo what he did. Rasha commented, however, honestly, I have already forgiven Kamal for what he's done. Mjana asked, you have forgiven him, even after all you have been through? Rasha replied, yes, even after all that, when his tattoo disappeared after you healed him, I was relieved. When I saw his face, I was glad that I had the Kamal that I love back. Mjana asked, then before, why did you say those things to push him away? Rasha told her, because he hurt me pretty badly, I needed him to reflect on what he did a bit. Thinking back now, over these past 6 months, it is clear that Kamal was not himself, plus, his attitude changed the day he got that snake tattoo. Mjana emphasized, as a matter of fact, when I saw the king begin to suffer, I sensed a strange power coming from that tattoo. Rasha asked, and that is when you decided to use your healing powers, then the change in Kamal's heart was definitely caused by that tattoo, wasn't it? I believe in the Kamal we have now. Mjana thought, Rasha easily overcame the obstacles I have not been able to, but is it really okay to trust someone so easily? Rasha spoke, it is okay, Mjana. You should trust Prince Irving as well. Something happened between you two, though I don't know the details. Also, don't you think the men move in better shape if you trust and rely on them, rather than make them feel insecure? Mjana said, that is for sure, maybe you were right, she thought, Rasha is so strong, if I could just become like her. Next scene, Mjana spoke, there is something I would like to talk to you about. Mjana asked, how was Kamal doing? Irving replied, Kamal. Then he told her, the king said, whenever I remember what I did, I feel like cutting myself to pieces. I have no memory of ever getting that tattoo, but ever since it showed up, I felt like I was not myself, and if that is what breaks my relationship with Rasha. Mjana thought, I find it strange that he has memories of all the bad things he's done, yet no memory of ever getting that tattoo. Also, what Kiddo said about appearance, normally, you wouldn't use that word when speaking about a tattoo. Is it possible that Kiddo knows something about it? Irving said. Kamal was worried about what he should do to get Rasha to forgive him. I suggested buying her a gift. After being so horrible to her, I wonder if she will actually forgive him. Mjana told him, I'm sure Rasha will understand, as long as Kamal is sincere in his apology. I feel like those two will have a stronger bond than ever before. Irving commented, speaking of gifts, here, ever since the flower festival, I've been meaning to give you this, but I never found the right time. Mjana thought, ever since the flower festival, ever since I came back to the past and assaulted him like that, Mjana said, thank you. Irving asked, are you frightened by something? Mjana replied, the you right now is not frightening at all. Irving said, I don't know exactly what it is, but you've been worried about something for some time now. I'm sorry I haven't been able to understand how you feel. Mjana thought, is he trying to get close to my heart so that he can keep me close and betray me after he uses me, or does he really? Irving continued, if you ever feel worried, call me. I'm here right now, wherever you are. I will come to you without fail. Mjana asked, without fail? Irving replied, yes, because my place is by your side. Mjana thought, ever since I came back to the past, Irving has put me before anything else. I, too, want to trust the Irving that is in front of me now, so I will never have a sad future again, if I can believe in such a thing. On the other hand, the Saintess trainees are chatting. Trainee 1, Kiddo has such amazing powers. No matter how many times I see it, His Majesty the King must be crazy not to choose her. Trainee 2 asked, what are you talking about? Trainee 1 replied, you don't know. His Majesty told Kiddo he loved her, then simply pretended it never happened. I'm so surprised that she would lose to the Queen. Kiddo spoke, that is enough praying for today. If you two aim to become the Saintess of Dreams, you best not speak ill of His Majesty the King. Both of them replied, yes. Kiddo thought, why couldn't he just dump that incompetent woman who clings to royal prestige like that? I misjudged him, how disappointing. Even though he is the king, he's shown his shameful face. Also, that wretched Saintess of love, I won't let anyone, no matter who they are, stand in the way of my great dreams. Next scene. Mjana thought, this is the oasis rich in holy power. Here, I will be able to heal Kamal. Then she remembered when she said, I see a person's shadow over there. That person was Rasha. Kamal shouted, Rasha, no, but the next moment, Rasha jumped from the tower, and Kamal also jumped from the tower. Mjana and Irving were both shocked. Mjana thought, to think Rasha would jump like that, but why? Kamal was seriously injured. Mjana said, I will heal you both right now. Kamal replied, look at Rasha's neck. Mjana thought, a snake tattoo. Kamal said, please heal her first. Mjana replied, I understand. Mjana thought, jumping is no doubt the work of this tattoo. Rasha woke up and asked, where am I? But the next moment, she said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Kamal commented, as long as you are okay. More importantly, here, I wanted to give you this. If you can forgive me, I would like to spend the rest of my life with you. Rasha thought, Cornelia's legendary birdmates for life with their one and only partner. Kamal said, I swear by this world that I will love you and you alone. Rasha replied, I have already forgiven you, so live together with me. Stay with me forever. Mjana told her, I will heal him right away. She thought, it's obvious. The reason Rasha jumped was because of that snake tattoo. Without it, neither of them would have met such a fate. Oh no, I spent too much of my power erasing Rasha's tattoo. I need more. I won't be able to heal Kamal's wounds like this. Irving said, calm down. Believe in your own power. Mjana thought, it's okay, the power of love. I must trust in Irving. I am believing, so why aren't my powers manifesting? Irving asked, I hear there is a sanctuary in Cornelia that amplifies the power of a saintess. Would you mind taking us there? Kiddo was watching them from afar. After some time, this is the oasis rich in holy power. Mjana thought, wow, here I will be able to heal Kamal. Kiddo was also there, doing something. Mjana thought, what is this? Irving asked, Mjana, what is it? Mjana replied, the air here is noxious. Kiddo came out and said, that is correct, this oasis has already been turned into one of miasma. Sorry for interrupting. Mjana thought, is the miasma coming from that incense burner? This is not good. I'm gonna pass out. Kiddo spoke, though you shouldn't have. You are not going to use your power, the power of love, on my beloved Kamal. Mjana asked, were you the one who did that to them? Why would you go that far? Do you really love Kamal that much? Kiddo replied, love, I don't care about anything like that. I've been planning this for years, trying to manipulate Kamal so I could become queen. And my dream was just about to come true, but my plan was ruined by the two of you. You also got in the way of my backup plan to destroy Kamal by eliminating his trophy queen. How horribly troublesome. You little insects. Mjana thought, I was always hung up about that unnatural tattoo, that strange, almost impossible power. It was all the work of her. Kiddo spoke, none of that matters now. Things will end here. Mjana asked, what is it you want? Kiddo told her, is there really any point in explaining myself to someone on their way to the grave? Mjana thought, it's no good, I'm feeling dizzy. The next moment, both of them lost consciousness. Kiddo stated, goodbye, Saintess of love. Irving woke up and thought, I'm in my room. I must have fallen asleep. I feel like I just awoke from a terribly long dream, but I can't really remember. Mjana came in and spoke, hey, look, the time has finally come. Irving thought, the royal flower is wilting. Mjana continued, I lost my Saintess power. I am now free from both you and my role as Saintess. I feel relieved. Irving asked, relieved? The Mjana I know was proud to be Saintess. It would be impossible for her to laugh at losing her power. Do not desecrate her good name, you imposter. Mjana thought, impossible. Irving thought, I knew it was an illusion. That's right. I was with Mjana at the sacred oasis. Then he heard Mjana's voice, help me. Irving thought, I have to help her. Mjana saw an illusion. She thought, how? Why am I back to the day of the flower festival? Irving came and stated, I am breaking off our engagement. Now leave this place immediately. Next scene. Mjana thought, I'm in an underground dungeon. Irving came and spoke, it is futile, yet somehow perfect. Die right here, right now. For me, Mjana thought, I don't want to see this anymore. Irving shouted, you fail as a Saintess, banish her. Mjana thought, please stop this. Irving said, I had no idea you were so powerless. I have no use for someone like you. Mjana shouted, stop this. Then she heard Irving's voice, I never loved you, you were useless. I was only using you, like you really thought I loved you. What a fool. Stupid girl. Kiddo said, those who inhale the fumes of the miasma get trapped in a world of their biggest fears, and become broken. Isn't it wonderful, to die in your own nightmares? What a feeling. The Saintess of Dreams uses the power of dreams to give her own holy energy to others. However, there are two kinds of holy energy. Positive and negative, and it is the positive energy that bestows vitality if given negative energy. It can alter your physical condition, your thoughts, and even your personality, and I have come to realize that. Then she remembered when she asked, how do you like the taste of the fruit grown using negative energy? Now break things off with Rasha, and love me instead. After that, she said to Rasha, I wanted to give you this as an apology for what happened between me and Kamal. After drinking that wine, Kiddo told her, Kamal doesn't think you deserve to live. You want to be free from all this suffering, don't you? Now back in the present time, Kiddo thought, it was a miscalculation on my part that my power could be erased, but all is well that ends well. There is nothing I can't achieve. Next scene. Kiddo remembered two girls chatting. I would love to wear a beautiful dress someday. The other replied, I would love to eat delicious food every day. Kiddo thought, this world is full of monotonous dreams. Normal people stop at only dreaming them, but I am different. If you want something, you have to make it happen on your own. You can just steal beautiful jewels and delicious food. And have others make you beautiful dresses and rare tools. You can get anything you want in this world through your efforts. However, social position and pedigree are the only things out of reach. If I could just take over this country, I would be able to get so much more. I thought it was merely an impulsive dream, but there I came. I had been given the power of a saint. God apparently lost his bloody mind. I never ran out of power. I had more power than anyone else, and soon, I had become a saintess. My saintess powers were mighty and useful. Especially if I used negative energy. Natives of Cornelia, go and bring me what I desire. Kidnap all the technicians and put them to work. After that, I will make Kamal my puppet and take this country away from these clean-cut, good-for-nothing people. This is how I will get everything I want. Her breathing grew weak. I'm sure the nightmare the Saintess of Love is seeing is wonderful. Mjana, in the illusion, saw Irving come and ask, "Do I scare you? You should fear me even more, tremble with fear." Mjana replied, "No," she thought. At that time, Irving looked even more scared than I did. Scared of how I would answer him. He was sincerely relieved when I told him, "The you right now is not scary at all." Mjana spoke, "The Irving I am with right now is not you," she thought. Surely this is a nightmare caused by the miasma, and I'm sure Irving is caught in a nightmare as well. I have to go help him. What is happening? Irving said, "That is how he will betray you, because you believe in him like a fool." Mjana replied, "No, somebody, help me. The necklace Irving gave me." Then she remembered Irving telling her, "There are so many people in this country that wish for you to be their saintess, and I am one of them. If you ever feel anxious, you can call on me." Mjana thought, "That's it. Even if you betrayed me in 99 worlds, you would never betray me in this world. Please help me, Irving." Suddenly, Irving grabbed her. Kiddo thought, "What? Why is the miasma fading?" Irving asked, "Didn't I tell you that if you called for me, I would, without hesitation, come to you?" Mjana thought, "Did he come looking for me in this darkness?" Irving continued, "The nightmare is over." Then they started kissing. Mjana thought, "My body is filling up with a warm power. I am sure that the Irving who is here now will be able to break the fate of my betrayal." Kiddo thought, "They are alive, and the miasma is gone. How can they be alive? And the other people are also awake. Even Kamal, who was near death, is healed." Kiddo spoke, "That is impossible. How in the world did you break the nightmare brought on by the miasma?" Mjana replied, "I am busy, Saintess of Love. The power of love conquers nightmares." Kiddo stated, "You fool, love is make-believe. My dreams are the strongest there. Irving, feel the pain." Mjana thought, "What is happening? Oh no, a tattoo." Kiddo spoke, "Prince Irving, kill the Saintess of Love." Irving pushed Mjana away. The king and Rasha shouted, "Mjana," Kiddo said, "just in case it came to this, I made him drink the juice of a fruit that turns him into my puppet. You will fall prey to his sword before you have the chance to bring him back to his senses. Are you so paralyzed that you can't even run away, if that is the case?" Mjana replied, "No," Kiddo stated, "Then die from the blade of the one you love." Mjana thought, "I trust in Irving." The next moment, Irving stopped. Kiddo asked, "Why did he stop?" Then she asked, "What are you doing? Hurry up and kill her." Suddenly, the bad energy shattered from him. Mjana spoke, "I knew I could trust you," Irving said. "It looks like I have finally earned your trust." Kiddo said, "No way, my power." Mjana told her, "I'm afraid your dreams are over now." Mjana replied, "Not yet, they are not crushed yet." Mjana thought, "What is that?" The king spoke, "That is the natives of Cornelia." Irving commented, "I am told they and the royal family had a pact of non-aggression." King Kamal replied, "Yes, that is true, so why are they?" Mjana told them, "It is Kiddo. You are using your power of dreams to manipulate them, aren't you?" Kiddo spoke, "You know just how temperamental, rough, and tough these guys can be, don't you?" The knight spoke, "They don't stand a chance against the soldiers of the Prince of Cornelia." Mjana said, "It's okay. I will use my power to bring them back to their senses." Kiddo shouted, "Don't get cocky, little girl. Now then, trample these worms." The king stated, "Hold back the natives." Mjana thought, "Just hold on a little longer while I try and undo their brainwashing." Kiddo shouted, "Don't get in my way." Mjana thought, "We can't lose." Kiddo spoke, "I knew it. Your power of love is weak. After hurting each other, it eventually breaks. After all, love is only temporary, a vile and trivial emotion." Irving stated, "There is no such thing as love that does not hurt anyone. We worry and bump heads because we love one another, but still, we try to understand each other. That is called love." Mjana thought, "I still don't know what caused Irving's change of heart in my previous life, but with the Irving here, the one who rescued me from the dream world and overcame Kiddo's power, I know we will be able to understand each other, even if we have problems and bump heads." Kiddo thought, "Damn it, I have to increase my power. I can't lose to the power of love." Then she said, "One can live without love, but one cannot live without ambition and dreams." Yes, dreams. These dreams are the fundamental human force. The next moment she thought, "What are you doing? Do you have any idea who you are pointing your swords at?" One native person kicked her. Kiddo thought, "The fruit of my dreams, the fruit that had turned so red, Have I lost my power as a saintess? One of the natives stated. How dare you treat us like mere toys for your ambitions? After some beating, Kiddo asked, forgive me, please. A native person stated, you trampled all over our dignity. Do you really think a simple apology can make up for that? Rasha came and told him, please wait, she is still the saintess of Cornelia. I won't tolerate any more violence toward her. The native person said, hand over that piece of trash to us. If you don't, our anger will not be appeased. Kiddo spoke, a wise decision, jewels, clothes, and delicious food. I am the one who gave you such things. You people can lay a hand on such a talented saintess. Rasha commented, she is right, we have to protect our saintess, which is why you will be cast out as the saintess of Cornelia. Kiddo asked, what? Rasha said, is that all right with you? Kamal replied, yes, she has already lost her power, so there is no longer a need to protect her. Rasha spoke, now, since she is no longer our saintess, do what you will with her. Kiddo told her, wait, do you realize how much the country benefited from my powers? Rasha stated, don't you mean how much you benefited, when only you could take the sweet nectar of its prosperity for yourself? Don't make me laugh. Kiddo asked, how can you say that? Maybe only saintesses know how hard it is to be a saintess. Mjana replied, no one will follow such arrogant dreams. You should pay the price for all the people you have hurt. Kiddo shouted, no, I won't cause trouble for anyone anymore. No, you can't do this. Mjana thought, to think that such an ambitious person could be granted the power of a saintess, it makes me wonder if God really wanted her to use that wisdom and power for the good of the people. If so, then although it came to an unfortunate ending, we were able to protect one precious love. Next scene. The king spoke, thank you so much for all you have done for us. I have no idea what would have happened had you two not been here. Irving replied, I am just glad we could be of help. The king spoke, we have a lot of work to do, from protecting the artisans whom Kiddo had wrongfully employed to rebuilding the illegal trade routes, but we will bring that sparkle back to Cornelia. Irving commented, as long as you are king, I am sure you will. The king said, now then, tonight we throw a banquet in your honor. First off, we would like to offer this as a token of our gratitude. Mjana passed. Sorry to keep you waiting. How does it look? Rasha asked. Don't you think it looks amazing on her? Irving asked, what are you doing dressing like that? Mjana thought, does he mean it does not look good, so he wishes to hide it? The king told them, okay, in you two go. Everyone, a big round of applause for the two who saved Cornelia. The king and Rasha were enjoying themselves. Mjana thought, good, Rasha and Kamal seem happy, and yet, Irving has been on edge ever since I changed my clothes. She asked, it's getting a bit hot. Could you take this off? Irving replied, sorry about that. Mjana thought, boy, was it hot. All the people were thinking how beautiful she was. Irving said, I knew this was a bad idea. King, my apologies, but we are going to retire early. The king replied, sure thing, you two go spend some time alone, and also, you sure make a good face whenever it comes to Mjana. After some time, Mjana asked, do you not like the clothes so much that you don't want other people to see me in them? Irving replied, no, they look good on you, it's just that you're showing too much skin. I just couldn't stand all the other guys staring at you. Mjana thought, so that means, he wants me all to himself. Irving continued, plus, seeing you in something like this just makes me want to touch you. Just how far am I allowed to go? Mjana thought, if I trust him again, how far am I willing to accept him? The next moment, a dog started barking. Mjana said, it's okay, these are just fireworks. She spoke, they are beautiful. She thought, he could have at least kissed me. Coming to Cornelia made me ready to trust in Irving again. When we get back to Joanka, I will be able to face him head on once again. Next scene. Irving told her, you must be tired from using so much of your power. Have yourself a nice rest. Mjana replied, thanks. The next moment, Irving thought, this spear. Someone came and stated, get away from Mjana, you feckless prince. That person was Cester. She asked, so you just came back from Cornelia, you must be exhausted. Prince Irving said, the saintess of power from Gardana, what is the meaning of this? Cester replied, how about asking yourself that question? Mjana thought, why is she being so hostile? Mjana told her, come here for a moment. After that, Mjana spoke, I thought the next time I would see you would be at the Saintess's gathering. The Saintess gathering is an event where saintesses from each nation meet once a year. They meet and exchange information, and are asked different things to exchange cultures. Cester replied, "You sent me a letter after the sacred flower ceremony. Remember, after reading that, I could not just stay away. I could feel all the anxiety and anguish you had for the prince." Mjana thought, "But I did not write anything like that in the letter." Cester continued, "The source of all my prayer power is mental power. I knew immediately that something was wrong. I am here to fulfill the vow I made to you back then, and if anything were ever to happen to you, I would come running to your rescue. Tell me about it. I can handle anything." Mjana thought, "I did not think that anyone would believe me if I told them about my past life, but maybe Cester will." She said, "The truth is, I had a strange and terrifying experience." Then she told her the whole story. Cester said, "So that is what happened, are you all right?" Mjana replied, "Yes, why am I? Sorry, I didn't mean to start crying." Cester told her, "It's okay to cry, it must have been tough dealing with that on your own." Mjana thought, "Finally, someone understands my pain." After that, Cester stated, "However, whether it was in a past life or this one, betraying you is unforgivable. You did not talk to anyone about this, and you did not say anything to the prince." Mjana explained, "If he was going to betray me, I didn't know what he would do after I told him. At first, I shunned him and told him I didn't love him anymore. But Irving didn't back down. I thought it was because he wanted to use me. But right now, I trust Irving. He may not have betrayed me because he wanted to. If there is someone out there who wants to tear me and Irving apart, there's a good chance the real culprit is here in the country. That is why I told you, also because you were always looking out for me." Cester replied, "I will always be on your side." Mjana thought, "I'm sure she will make nice with Irving as well." After some time, Cester stated, "Prince, duel me for Mjana." Mjana thought, "Why did it come to this?" The saintess of power can strengthen people's physical abilities to the point of spiritual strength. Therefore, it is handed down from generation to generation of saintesses. The saintess's half-power must have an unshakable spirit at all times. A man said, "That is our saintess of power. We can do our job easily because you are so strong." Other ladies spoke, "You being stronger than those men is so cool. You don't cry and never whine about anything." Cester thought, "Yes, I am strong. I have to continue being strong to meet everyone's expectations." One day, her mother asked, "Cester, are you ready for the saintess gathering the day after tomorrow?" Cester replied, "Yes, I am. More importantly, Mom, shouldn't you be resting?" Her mother told her, "I'm fine. You're a bit tired, aren't you?" Cester replied, "Mom, I am the saintess of power. You know what that means, don't you?" Her mother told her, "Don't push yourself too much." After that, Cester thought, "I am the saintess of power, so I always try and be strong, even in front of my family." I received notice that my mother passed away suddenly while I was at the saintess gathering. She was my only family, the only one I had who ever worried about me. The saintess's power must have an unshakable spirit at all times. Mjana came and spoke, "You dropped this." Cester thought, "She's the new one." Mjana replied, "I am the saintess from Joanka, the nation of love. My name is Mjana." This letter, Cester spoke, "Sorry, don't worry about it. I am the saintess of power. You too should know what that means." Mjana told her, "Even the hardest one will crack if it carries too heavy a load. Whether you whine or cry, it won't change how strong you are. Please don't try so hard to hold everything in. Sometimes, it is important to follow your heart, don't you think?" Cester said, "The truth is, I am not as perfect or strong as everyone thinks I am." She thought, if Mjana had not been there that day, my heart would have broken for sure. Mjana said, "Take this with you. It is a ring with a prayer of love, so you never have to be alone." Cester replied, "Thank you, Mjana. If you ever," she thought, "I made a promise to her that, if she were ever in trouble, I would run to her aid." Now, back in the present time, Cester stated, "Duel me for Mjana. If I win, I'll take her back to Gardana with me." Irving replied, "She is Joanka's saintess. If you steal her away without permission, it will cause an international incident." Cester stated, "Because she is the saintess, not because she is Mjana. You don't truly love her anymore, do you?" Irving asked, "Why would you say something like that?" Cester continued, "Mjana was crying when she was talking to me about you, so you can't possibly say that you love her if you didn't even notice you had hurt her." Irving asked, "What did you say?" Mjana told them, "Both of you, calm down too." Suddenly, she slipped. But the next moment, Cester caught her and said, "That was close, are you all right?" Mjana replied, "Thanks, I'm fine, but..." Cester said, "How clumsy." Mjana asked Irving, "Are you all right?" Cester continued, "The way you were standing just now, even if you had grabbed her hand, you both would have fallen into the pond. Your idea of rescue is just a facade, as is your love." Irving stated, "Don't make assumptions about how I feel, I accept your challenge, I am going to prove that my love for her and my commitment to protect her are genuine." Next scene. The people thought, that thin-armed girl is going to duel the prince, to think she's challenging someone so different in stature. Irving came and spoke, "Sorry to keep you waiting," Cester replied. "I commend you for not trying to worm your way out of this. Now then, let's get down to the details of the duel." The prince told her, "The rules are simple. The winner will be the first one to destroy all 3 medallions on their opponent's body. The only weapons you are allowed to use are the ones inside the crates. Even I don't know what's inside." Cester said, "We will start as soon as the medallions are in place." Irving spoke, "I want you to put them on me." Mjana thought, "Why did you have to accept this challenge, and Cester too?" "I told her that I trusted him, so what could she be thinking?" Mjana replied, "I do not wish for you two to fight. I think you should call it off." Irving told her, "I'm sorry, you were worried about me, but there are some things I just won't give up on." Mjana thought, "That's not fair, if he were fighting for my sake, I could have stopped him, but there's no stopping him if he's doing it for himself." Irving said, "Thank you, I'll consider those growls as you cheering me on. You two wait for me, I'll be right back." Cester stated, "Okay, prove that you can defend Mjana by any means necessary, no matter what enemies stand in your way." The knight announced, "Now then, begin." The people thought, the first weapon is crucial. Let's see what he gets, a sword axe, that is a great weapon to have. What is the Saintess of Power going to get? She's not taking a weapon. Is she shrinking in fear of the magnitude of the prince's weapon? Please go easy on her. The next moment, Cester attacked him, and she said, "Too slow." The prince barely got himself out of that place, but one medallion was cracked. The Saintess of Power wears on her arm a bracelet that tests her might. The stones turn blue in response to her strength. Mjana thought, her physical powers, being able to make all 3 stones glow blue, is far beyond that of ordinary people. Cester asked, "Can you really protect the ones you love with that kind of strength? I knew you were all talk." After that, they continued the fight. Suddenly, people shouted, "Prince, behind you," Cester said. "Can I ask you something? You really have a secret you can't tell anyone, don't you?" The prince asked, "What do you mean?" Cester told him, "Like, you have a lover besides Mjana." The prince stated, "Don't be absurd. Just how far are you willing to go to taunt people? I know that Mjana is worried about something, which is why I need to get her to trust me, by facing off with you." Cester asked, "Even though you don't know what's bothering her, you're just waiting for her to talk to you about it, aren't you? That is not the way to go about it." Prince Irving spoke, "At least I know that I'm not perfect." People started chatting. The prince broke her medal, now it's 1-1. Mjana thought, "That's amazing, you're as good as Cester, the Saintess." People were shouting, "Keep it up, Prince, take her down with a strong weapon." The prince thought, "This is..." Mjana also thought, a dud happened. Cester spoke, "You're out of luck, I've got you, now you're almost out." People thought, "We can't believe the prince's opponent is this strong." Mjana thought, "If Irving loses, it will mean I'll have to go with Cester to Gardana, doesn't it? That would be fine if he truly doesn't love me, but I don't want to see him walk away from me in silence, and I don't want to see the me that is okay with him not being by my side. I want to believe in you, which is why." Mjana shouted, "Irving, don't give in." The next moment, people were shouting, "It's 2-2, the tide is turning in the prince's favor, keep up that momentum and win." But suddenly, the weapon dropped from the prince's hand. Mjana thought, come to think of it, he was concerned with his hand from the start of the duel, no way. Cester asked, "What, did you use up all your energy just now? Victory is mine." Mjana shouted, "Wait." After that, Mjana spoke, "I knew you were hurt. Ever since you picked up your first weapon, you were conscious of your wrist, weren't you? Also, the way it is swollen. It doesn't look like an injury you just sustained." Cester asked, "Was it from when you fell into the pond? If I defeat you while you're injured, it won't feel like a true win. Have Mjana heal you, and then we'll continue." After some time, Mjana spoke, "Why didn't you say anything before the duel began?" The prince replied, You never wanted us to batter each other. If you had known I was hurt, you would have used that as an excuse to stop us. You can stop now, I'm healed enough to fight. Mjana thought, he's all worked up from the duel, she said, calm down, if you go back out there without being properly healed. Irving replied, staying calm won't win me this fight. Then he said, I'm sorry, I'm desperate, if I don't win, Cester won't approve of me. Mjana asked, but why do you need her approval? Irving explained, because she is a dear friend of yours. How am I to prove that my feelings for you are genuine? If I try to express it verbally, I get tripped up with my own words and get misunderstood. If I could only show you everything that's going on in my head, I believe all of your concerns would disappear. There isn't a single thing I wouldn't want you to see. Mjana thought, I can't believe Irving was worrying so much about Cester's approval. She said, for making you worry too, I'm sorry. I think I can trust the man you are now, so win, and with that win, make Cester trust in you as well. Irving replied, your words have more healing power than anything else I've ever heard before, thank you. I will win this duel, Mjana thought. Good, he's back to his usual self. Irving asked, after I win this duel, will you finally tell me the real reason why you're worried about us? Mjana thought, what I'm truly worried about. Irving continued, I intended to wait until you were ready to tell me, but I need to know. I'll be able to take whatever it is you have to say. Think about it until the duel is over. Mjana thought, I believe that he's no longer trying to deceive me, but can I really tell him about my past life? After that, the prince spoke, sorry to keep you waiting. Cester replied, if you lose to me now, you can't go blaming it on being injured. Irving commented, I was never thinking of giving any excuse for losing. Cester thought, not only has his injury been healed, but the air around him has changed too. Prince Irving stated, let's settle this. Cester said, let's make it clear which one of us deserves to be the winner. Then she thought, his movements have improved so much, it's like he's a different person, his strength has increased as well. Cester asked, do you really intend to defeat me? Irving replied, of course I do, I will not lose to you, for Mjana's sake. Cester shouted, if you're really doing this for her sake, then you'll back off like a good boy. I owe Mjana my life, she saved me, that's why I'll be the one to protect her, unlike yours, my protection is not only a pretense. Irving replied, you're right, I thought I was facing Mjana head-on, but all I was doing was pretending, Cester said, so you finally admit that you're a weakling. The prince continued, but now that I've realized that, I can face her genuinely, thank you, thanks to you, I've realized something important. Cester thought, there is no confusion in his eyes, no matter what anyone says, your deep-seated love for Mjana will not waver, will it? But neither will mine. Mjana thought, make her believe in your feelings for me. The next moment, people started chatting, the prince lost. Cester shouted, were you not fighting me seriously? If you had cut this too, your sword would have reached me first, so why did you hesitate? The prince replied, you challenged me to a duel because you care about Mjana. It is not my intention to harm anything you hold dear, even if it's for the sake of winning. Cester commented, on the battlefield, we need to be ruthless. Do you think you can protect Mjana with such naive ideas? Irving replied, I will be as ruthless as I need to be for her sake, but being ruthless is not the only way to protect her. If I had harmed your ring, you would be hurt, and if you were hurt, so would Mjana. Mjana thought, is he saying that it's more important not to hurt me than to prove how strong he is? Mjana came and spoke, that ring is proof that Cester and I are friends. Even though our friendship wouldn't break if the ring broke, I'm glad you didn't do any harm to it. Cester thought, this guy was thinking of Mjana in the very moment the outcome of the match was on the line. My feelings for Mjana don't compare to the ones he has for her. Cester spoke, I hate to say it, but you have bested me, Prince. Please forgive me for the harsh words I've spoken to you. Your disposition putting Mjana first was spectacular. I acknowledge both your love for her and your resolve. However, a duel is a duel. I'm taking Mjana. Like this video, hit the like button, and subscribe for more videos.